Hello. I'm here to share with you a little bit of history about my life and history of America, as well as the basic feeling. I'll get into that. So we all know what today is. Today is 9/11, and about 20 years ago, exactly 20 years ago, somebody did something incredibly stupid and very, very evil. This is the first time the world, well, maybe not the world, but the U.S. has seen such epic evilness. We were very concerned about our well being there for a good while. Now, where was I during this great catastrophe, you were wondering? I was, if I got the timeline right, I was in bed asleep. And my brother Henry, who was living in Texas at the time, I'm not sure where in Texas, called my mom up at 6 because it was around 9 in the morning, so this would be around 6 in the morning. And my mom was already up watching television. Now I get up at 6. No, sorry, I get up at 7 and I go to, it takes me like over an hour to get to downtown San Bernardino to go to college because that's where I went to San Bernardino Valley College. And so I would get dressed. I get down there. I took the bus. I didn't drive yet. It's 2001. I didn't get my car till 2004. Or was it 2003? 2003. Right. Right. 2003. Um, or was it 2002? Something like that. Anyway, point is, I didn't get my car for another couple more years. So I got down there, and I'm on my last bus trip for the last mile. Goes over a bridge down and towards towards the college, and I'm there just hanging onto the rail, just like another day, brooding, just feeling bored, life's feeling unfulfilling, that standard angst. And next to me, sitting in the front row, are these two old guys, and they're talking, and I'm hearing them, kind of overhear them from my own thoughts. I overhear them, and it's like, that sounds kind of scary. And they're talking about if there was an attack, like what types of scenarios would happen. The president would go into the tunnels and to a bunker and stuff. And I'm listening to that. It's like, man, that is scary. That something, an attack on the U.S., like a full scale something or other, or something or other, would happen. So I'm like, it is kind of scary. Well, it's a good thing that's not happening. It's just a couple of old guys just talking, right? So I get off the bus, walk across the street, and I go to class. And there was this little group. It was welding class. That's the class I had that day for a few hours until like 2 o'clock or something like that. Then I go home. So um, I get there, and everyone's kind of like talking, and I'm like, and people have talked, but the mood seemed a little bit different, and I'm like, okay. Um, and the teacher comes out, the welding teacher. It's the same guy, by the way, who I mentioned. If anyone remembers the Kill Bill viewing, first time viewing, he was the guy sitting a couple of seats to my left when I went to see Kill Bill. The first one, the one who his wife who left to the lobby during the battle at the Blue Leaves restaurant. Yeah, cause that gore fest, she left. She said, "I can't stand this. I'll be waiting in the lobby for you." Yeah, that's that guy. So he comes out and he says, "Okay, so y'all probably have heard." It's like, not really. What? Now, this has happened before, previously with the other big catastrophe that apparently I didn't know about. Again, I feel like the last person in the universe hearing about this because I don't watch the news chronically because it's depressing and I'm tired of being depressed. So, with Columbine, you know, the teacher comes out and talks to the class and it's like, oh, so something is going on. Okay, please inform me. And he's saying that there was an attack. Um, he mentioned something about the World Trade Center, and it's like I know. If I saw a picture, I would know where that is. It's somewhere in New York. I know that, but I can't. It doesn't come to mind. So he says, "So class is canceled. Just go home." So I was like, "Okay." Back on the bus. Get back on. Go back to the bus stop. And all the while, I'm listening to what he says. It's like, wow, so something really is going on. Uh, Best go watch that news thing. For what it actually is worth. Now information. You know, So I get back on the bus, and it's again another hour. So I don't get back home until closer to noon, and and all the while I'm just like, it's like, what's going on? Got back home, my mom's there watching TV. She's like, Greg, and it's like, what's going on? It's like they've been playing this thing constantly, and I saw it for the first time, and I'm just like, holy wow, okay. Oh, and it's like for the rest of the day, that's all we did was just watch the news. It was on every channel, and everyone was talking about it. And it was well into the night of the second day, and night of the first day, and it's like we were just watching TV for like 10 straight hours, like as a family. We were just fretting. We were just freaking out along with everyone else. As we come to the emotions, the sense of insecurity. Insecurity is not a very good thing because it leads to a lot of other not really good things. Actions and reactions. Now, I am 39 years old, so trust me when I say I've had a lot of insecurities. I've had a lot of times in my life where it's like, oh no, what do I do now? You know, and you got to learn how to handle your insecurities. That's a big thing of growing up. Because you go through numerous, I'm going to repeat that again, numerous apocalypses, whether it be personal or social or, you know, societal, or whatever you want to call it. You're going to come across these points in your life, and you got to learn how to handle them and learn to figure them out the best way you can. If you can't handle it, I'm sorry, but then you can't really handle much life outside the sandbox. But that's the thing, you got to get out of the sandbox, also mentality wise, and realize you gotta make this with your own two hands, kid. You can't just say, well, I should get mommy and daddy here, or someone to protect me, or make it all better. And it's like, no one's gonna come and wave their magic wand and make it better. I'm sorry. This is the life you have to live. This is your problem. You deal with it in adult fashion. Don't act like a goddamn child. But my feelings. Yeah, it's like, oh god damn it. I've seen this so many times. And a little 4 foot, uh, I don't know, some college girl, who can't handle the fact that, yeah, her day is kind of shit. And I'm sorry, there's nothing me or anybody else can do. And because I couldn't, that makes me the bad guy. Yeah. And even after calling campus security on my ass, yeah, she did that because I couldn't make the situation better. She asked me, can you make that better? Nope. Well, then you're the bad guy. I am. All I do is tell you, there's no one to blame for this. This is life. This is the hardest lesson that you gotta say, oh shit, there was no bad guy here. Shit happens. Well, you touched it, didn't you? Because you asked me to. I didn't make it better because no one can make it better. But there's someone has to be blamed for that, and that's the thing. She wants to be resulted as vindicated or whatever. You know, she wants it to be better. She wants someone to blame. So even after calling kept security on my ass, I'm just standing there saying, I wish I could make it better, but I can't. I'm not God. And she's like, oh, so is your problem solved now? Do you feel better? It's like, no, she's still fucked. And she stands there. It's like, well, what do I do now? It's like, it's like, because you're acting like a goddamn child. It's like, call Uber, get a Lyft, get a tow truck, call a friend, call a family. Do something. But don't just stand there and say, someone needs to be blamed for this. Right? It's a stupid emotion. She's wasting her time. And she's only making things worse. She doesn't realize she's outside the sandbox now. No authoritative figure is going to come down and wave their magic wands and make it better. Sorry, mommy and daddy aren't here right now. Now, it is life outside the sandbox. What do you think? I'm going to lie to my father to make my life better? What, my mother? The one who's been dead for about 10 years? Eldest brother Henry? Jessica? Those elders? No. You see all this? This is me. Built brick by brick with my own two hands. I did this. I built this empire you see behind me. No one else. Just me. Oh, I got a second job now. I deliver COVID medications to various people all throughout the Southland. Yeah, I did that. I'm working two jobs. I'm working 12. I'm working just over 12 hours. I get up at 9, which should be now 10 because now they want me there at 11. And then I'm working until possibly 11 o'clock at night. Oh, joy. So, yeah, I'm working a lot, so I'll be making a lot more money. So, yeah, I am relying on me. I make my life better. And during COVID, yeah, I felt a little insecure, but then I saw vast insecurities in a lot of other people, and I'm like, dude, settle the fuck down. Yeah, I know we're all scared of the big scary virus. Oh my god, it's the end of days. Yeah, I said that about everything else. You know, it's not school shootings. It's it's terrorism, or it's a virus, or it's anything else. Or oh, gee, I don't know. Maybe the obvious looming and inevitable fi- uh, um, financial collapse within this decade. That which can totally fuck us up beyond now all repair. That thing. That's what we should truly be afraid of. But everyone's afraid of everything else. You know. Oh, what's financial collapse? And then they turn around. It's like, oh, that financial collapse. Well, when it eventually get better, kind of, sort of, you have to move on from paper money to crypto in order to actually get that to happen. Just kind of just leave money alone because then you can't do too much with it. It'll still be there. It just would not be as a pivotal role anymore because it can't because we shafted it to death. So yeah, 2% people, 2%. So yeah. People don't know what to really be concerned about. You know, they really don't know what to be concerned about. They don't know how to handle their insecurities properly. No one likes insecurities, but you have to handle them and deal with them properly. You'd be surprised how many adults I see act like children because they can. Well, should you be acting like a child? Well, no, but I can. I have a choice to act like a child, so I will. I've seen it all my life. People being selfish, stubborn, arrogant. Emotional, overly emotional, foolhardy. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen an adult emotionally go to pieces faster than I am, and that's saying something. Yeah, I'm looking at her and I'm like, "Are you okay?" Because you seem to be on the verge of tears here, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" Oh, and by the way, you pulled me away from that job that you said was so goddamn important. By the way, people could still break their necks out there, just so you know. But it's like, I'm sure she knows, she just doesn't care. Yeah, one of the reasons why I'm glad I left Walmart. Yeah, Walmart has problems too. People think, well, I thought it was being taken care of. You thought. Why don't you go find out, you know? Why don't you make sure, you know, that scene from Star Wars. I love that scene from Star Wars where Han actually acts like a big brother. Where he hears from C-3PO that Luke hasn't returned yet, and he says, deck officer," and he says, "Has Lieutenant or whatever Luke, whatever his position was at the time, as Lieutenant, I think it was Lieutenant Skywalker, has he returned yet?" And he says, "No, sir, he hasn't returned yet. It's possible he just came in through like one of the side doors." And he says, "It's possible. Why don't you go find out? It's getting dark out there, you know." So, yeah. So my manager at the time, I forget what her name is, but she said, "Well, I thought it was a problem, but I thought it was being taken care of, so that's why I left." You left. You were aware of it, and then you said, "Well, I'm sure it'll be taken care of," and then left. It's like you didn't stay and make sure, and that guy had to sit in his shit, literally, for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes before someone was able to help him, and I'm just there like, that was her explanation to his face. "Well, I'm sorry for that, sir." Not really an apology. She didn't say sorry. It says, "I'm sorry that happened to you," or something like that. It was not really an apology. It was one of those. I forget exactly the wording, but it was not an actual apology. It did not feel like an apology. I think it was, "I'm sorry that happened to you, sir, but, it wasn't, I'm sorry I didn't get involved sooner. It was no fault on my own," I think is what it was. That's how she explained it to him. How she inferred it or implied it, or how she said it, was that she wasn't taking any personal responsibility. She was just sad that happened to you, sir. Didn't offer him any coupons, didn't offer him anything else, and then just kind of, "Have a good day, sir." And I walked him out and I said, "Sir, if she's not going to say it, then I'm going to say it. I'm fucking sorry that ever fucking happened. That shouldn't have happened to you at all." And I felt sorry for him. I said, "I feel sorry that that happened to you, that I couldn't get to you sooner. But I was in on my lunch, so I'm sorry I couldn't get to you sooner." And he was kind of touched by that. He was still pissed off royally, and I didn't blame him, but he said, "Thank you, son. I'm never coming back here again," and then he left. It's like, try to imagine the oldest man alive. It's like that. Anyway, so yeah, we've had insecurities. We've had problems. People need to learn to deal with their insecurities. Because if you don't, it's not helping anyone. It's not making anyone's lives better. Trust me. I'm a nervous Nelly. That's what I am. But once you live through your 200th apocalypse, you realized, I'll live through this. That's what I keep telling people. Last man standing. Oh, I met someone at my on my route. I met one of the old employees who remembered me fondly as a hard worker back when I was cleaning the bakery at Disneyland. Yeah, that old fiasco. You know, and it was nice having someone who remembered me as a hard worker, as opposed to now if one who keeps thinking me as this like, you know, he doesn't try very hard type of mentality. It's like I'm lacking. It's like, I'm not lacking. I'm just not doing exactly what you think I should do at this exact moment. It's like, should not be like that. I am 39 years old. I cannot be hectic right now. I'm trying to chill my existence. Because being stressed the fuck out does not help anyone. So, yeah. Doesn't mean I'm a hard worker. Just means I'm not, you know, shitting my pants every 5 minutes. Anyway. But yeah, I gotta go see Cry Macho, a Clint Eastwood film. So yeah, I'll upload this when I get back. All right. So take care. Happy anniversary, America. And may we all learn to deal with our insecurities a little bit better in the future for what is to come. All right. Take care. And remember, see you at the movies. Bye.